Suicidal tendencies that creep up in my coffin. I don't wanna do no talking. Can't you see the reaper? He go crazy, he go dumb. I'm gonna let my chopper drown.
Hi guys, in this YouTube video I will show you the best PlayStation 2 accessories. The DualShock 2 is an evolution of the PS1 dual analog controller. This time it adds vibration motors for the PS2 edition. During the console lifespan and through third parties, it has been available in multiple colors. Logitech Cordless Action Controller. It was a wireless controller for the PlayStation 2. The wireless adapter was connected inside the memory card slot. It is powered by two AA batteries. Logitech Cordless Controller, an updated version of the previous one. As an energy-saving measure, it can turn off the vibration function. You still need the adapter. Sega Saturn PS2 controller. It is a PS2 controller with the same shape and buttons layout as a Sega Saturn controller. It is better suited for fighting games. Logitech GT Force Driving Force Pro. They were racing wheels compatible with PS2, PS3 and Windows PCs. They were especially useful for Gran Turismo 4 as they were suggested in the game's controller's menu, but they also worked with other driving games. USB microphones, they were used with the game SingStar and other singing games. PS2 Dance Mat, it was a special controller used for various dancing games such as Britney Spears Dance Beat, Dance Dance Revolution, or High School Musical Dance Game. You controlled this controller by dancing on it with your foot. Buzzer, it was a special controller for the Buzz Quiz game. DVD remote control. It was an infrared remote control to play back DVDs on the PlayStation 2. On the first PS2 edition, you needed a dongle to catch the IR signals. Memory cards, also called Magic Gate, were used to save a game's data on the PlayStation 2. Officially, they were available in 8 MB size. Later, after a partnership with game accessories company Katana, they released 16 MB and 32 MB versions. Unofficially, they were available up to 128 MB of storage. PS2 iToy. It was a webcam that could be used with some music games that recognized body movements. It can also be used on computers with third-party drivers. It has 640 by 480 resolution. PS2 headset. It connected to the console via USB and it was used during online games. PS2 network adapter. It was an Ethernet adapter to play online games using the PlayStation 2 Network Play service. It also provided a PATA interface to install a hard disk in the expansion bay. Third-party ones have a SATA controller to use SATA hard disks to save your homebrew games. PlayStation 2 hard drive. It was a 3.5 inches 40 GB ID hard drive that connected to the network adapter and it was useful to decrease games loading times, to install DLC to some games, or to allow you to install Linux on the PlayStation 2. In popular media, the empty expansion bay that was used to put the hard disk was also used to hide its mask candies. PlayStation 2 Linux Kit. It was an official Linux kit from Sony that also provided an adapter from PS2 to VGA to plug in a monitor, a USB keyboard and mouse, plus the 40 GB hard disk with network adapter to allow you to install a Linux distro based on Red Hat Linux with Windows Maker desktop environment. By the way, also the official PS2 development kit used the same version of Red Hat Linux. PS2 FAT vertical stand. It worked with the PS2 FAT to put the console in vertical mode. PS2 Slim vertical stand. It worked with the PS2 Slim to put the console in vertical mode. PS2 horizontal stand. It attached to the base of the fat PS2 to add height and style. And these were all the official PS2 accessories. See you later, guys.